Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just randomly sitting in my car eating some poke. Probably won't focus, but it's okay. I don't know, I just wanted to like hop on here and just talk. I don't know. I feel there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I just feel like it's just kind of messing with, you know, everyone's like moods and their like routines and stuff. And I just feel like, you know, it's important to just like take some time to just like reflect and be able to just step back and, you know, just know that everything is going to be okay and not worry, you know, about the future. This poke is so good. I feel like I want to talk about something. It's just some random white guy. He has interesting short. Well, because my first boyfriend, I was like 14. We didn't do anything because we were 14 and we dated for 2 weeks. And he cheated on me with my friend. Okay, when I was 14, I dated this guy. Let's call him Eric. He wasn't like that cute. So I knew everyone, he didn't. So he was new to my class because everyone knew each other from middle school. Anyway, so Eric, him and I, we had like two classes together. It was like advisory. Oh my gosh, I just remember that. So advisory in my high school, for those who went, it was like a study hall, and you got placed in advisory like at random, like based off of like say your 7th period. So you would go to like advisory and then 7th period right after. So it was like close, so you wouldn't have to travel. But sometimes some people's advisories say it was like the art class, and then their 7th period was like drama or like English or something. So it was just kind of all over the place because my school wasn't very big, but a lot of the buildings were like spread apart. Anyway, so back to the story. So Eric, him and I had the same advisory with my other friend. I'll name her Kayla. No, we're cool, but like I don't want to like put her name. So let's say Kayla. Okay, so my girl Kayla, she was everything. Like I loved her. She was a junior, and it was her first. She was new. She like left after that, but like she was a junior, and so she was older than me. And the coolest chick, loved Kayla. We were always together. We were always doing shit. It was like me, Kayla, and say my other friend like Jasmine. But it was always me and Kayla. So me and Kayla, we were always hanging out. We were in advisory. And then, so here comes Eric. And he was always sitting near me. And Kayla and I were just kind of like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. There's Eric. He's new, you know. And I don't know, he was not attractive. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, he was just not cute. Not in a mean way. He just wasn't attractive. No. Like, he's definitely not my type of guy now. Like, so he was mixed. He's not dead. He was black, white, and like I think Hawaiian. I don't remember. It was like weird. Like he was like mixed, but like I like mixed guys. I like any guy. Okay, not any guy. But he wasn't like that cute. It was just it was a waste of you know, jeans, you know, swimming together. Anyway, that was bad. He was a little bit taller than me. So in high school, so I'm 5'8"-ish. Me lying. No, I'm like, okay, I was measured 5'8" and 3/4. And he was 5'9". I think he was like half an inch. He was probably 5'9.5". He was like, I remember he was like kind of taller than me. We always saw each other in class. We didn't talk, nothing. He was just kind of quiet to himself, except for when he was around certain people. Eric and I were talking on Facebook back, you know, when Facebook was a thing in 2011. I'm old as fuck. Okay, and then I saw him at school, like, the next day. Like, say we talked like that entire night. A former friend of mine, let's call her Jenna. Her and I used to be best friends, and we were like best friends, and then, you know, fell off. But anyway, it's another story. She helped me out to get Eric to like ask me out, because Jenna told me how Eric really liked me and wanted to like ask me out. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, tell Eric that I want him and I want him to ask me out too. You know, help a girl out. And Jenna was helping me out because that was, you know, she was my bestie. Like, I think I have like the envy touch. Yeah, the envy touch because it died so fast. And so I remember I would use my dad's iPhone, and I remember like Jenna was telling me how Eric needed to talk to me to like ask me out, and he really liked me, and I was like, oh, I like you too. And then he became my boyfriend. It was September 3rd, 2011. So I needed my dad's phone to change my Facebook status to in a relationship. I remember that. I was like, I need to like, Dad, can I borrow your phone? My parents didn't know about him. My mom knew eventually, but my dad didn't know. Everyone knew that I had a boyfriend. And I was like, yeah, I got a man, you know. Later on, like, we went back to school. We saw each other, you know. He'd come up to me. He would give me a hug, you know, say how I was doing. Like, I'll see you at lunch, you know. Like, I was so happy. Everyone knew we were dating. We were just like, we were like that couple. We were trying to, like, make plans to go to the county fair at the time. And, you know, trying to plan dates and do this and that. And so, later on, as time progressed, we were talking. It was great. And then I was at home one night. I got a phone call from my friend who I'm still friends with. Let's go with Brianna. So Brianna called me one night and she said, oh, Claire, I have to tell you something. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? And then she's like, oh, it's about Eric. And I was like, oh, a gut feeling that there was something like off between Eric and I, you know, things were just kind of not the same. It wasn't as great, you know. We didn't really do much. We were 14, we couldn't drive. And so with Eric, he was like, you know, just kind of doing his thing, you know, doing mine. And I remember he was like, Brianna was like, oh, so I have to tell you something, but you're not gonna like it. It's about Eric. And then I'm like, no, don't tell me. Because, like, I kind of had a feeling that something was up with him. And I was like, don't tell me, don't tell me. Like, no, I have to tell you. I'm just like, no, don't tell me. And then I'm like, okay, what is it? And then she was like, so he was hitting me up and trying to get with me. Like, saying he wanted me and all this. And I was like, no, like, you're with Claire. Like, I can't. He was flirting with me and this and that. And then I was like, fuck. You know, he doesn't want me anymore. Like, I literally was crying. I was at home. I went to my laundry room. I like left my bedroom because I couldn't be in my room, and I ran to my laundry room and was crying. I was like, I was crying and crying. I just like went and called my cousin, and then I went and talked to Eric's friend, who's my friend too. I'll call him Jared, and I was like, Jared, Eric is cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. And I was crying and crying. And then he was like, yeah, it's true, you know, I saw messages, like, because they were talking on Facebook. So that was kind of confusing because Brianna, she was cool and we were cool and we're still cool now, but it was just weird because they were both flirting. And I was like, wow, okay, you know, betrayal. Like, we were 14, like, what are you gonna do? So yeah, it was true, and I was so mad. And then I wasn't talking to Eric. I was like, no, fuck this nigga, I'm gonna go dump him.
Public service announcement. Stop playing with my heart before you get beat the fuck up.
I wasn't talking to him, and Monday came. I was like, let's talk. And then he was like, okay. I was like, hey, so I found out that, you know, you and Brianna, you guys were talking and DMing each other, and that's not cool, and we need a break. Like, we gotta break up. He was like, no, it's not true. Like, she wants me. Like, don't believe her. No. I'm like, no. Like, we're done. And then I walked away. He was sad. I was sad. We literally had class with each other that next period. And it was so sad. Everybody found out. That's when I learned, like, okay, don't, you know, put your relationship out there, you know, ever, you know. And, but I was in high school. What are you going to do? I wanted attention. My best friends were trying to, like, consult me, you know, Kayla, everybody. And they were like, oh, you'll be fine. And I was so sad, you know, like, I didn't want to break up with him, but I was so proud of myself because I was like, no, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna be with someone who doesn't even want me. Like, he's talking to other girls. Like, fuck that, you know. Like, I was so proud of myself. I don't know what happened to me after, because now I'm just like retarded, you know. Definitely, you know, learned my lesson. I was really sad. And then fast forward to say 6-7 months later, he started like talking to another girl, and they started dating. But a little bit before that, I started talking to him again, And I was like, I miss you. He already moved on. He's like, oh, but I moved on. And I was like, I miss you. Like, I regret breaking up with you. Like, I want you back. And then he's like, I'm sorry. Like, we can't. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah. You know, because, like, for the most part, I didn't want to break up with him, but I knew it was for the best because him and I was just, it wasn't working out. And now he has a kid, I heard. Thank God I'm not the mom. When I was 18, he tried to request me. That was back when I was private. He tried to request me on Instagram and try to talk to me again. And I was like, hell no. Like, I'm over this dude. Like, no. And then I denied the request, and that was it. So he came back around. For the most part, not to brag, not like that. It's just for the most part, a lot of guys that I've dealt with always, like, have come back to try and, like, try things again. That's not a good thing. But yeah, that's just one story. So let me know if you guys want any more boyfriend stories. I have a ton. Have a great day. Stay safe. Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, goodbye.